The Jeff Younger Show is on. Dedicated to my sons, James and Jude. My ex-wife transitioned one of my sons to a girl, and I fought that in court and lost in California. Obviously, I disagree with what's happening to my son, and I don't believe a father's duty ends just because some liberal judge in California signs an order. I can't walk them through the hard lessons that I'm supposed to teach, but I can do this. I can create a public record of what I would have taught them privately. And every episode of this show is a message in a bottle to James and Jude, who I love dearly, and to every other young man whose father was removed, who walked away, or who just never learned these things himself. And if my sons ever want to know what their father believed, what he valued, and what he would have taught them about being men, it'll all be here, archived and accessible, no matter what any judge says. I'm not giving you a load of bullshit. I'm not trying to sell you some stupid courses. I'm not giving you some shortcut way to alpha masculinity or whatever. This is about helping my sons enter into a world that's going to be very different than the one I grew up in, a world that hates men and hates masculinity. You need to understand how the world actually works. Not how the schools told you it works, not how some crazy constitutional conservatives tell you the government works, not some idealist leftist telling you about how international relations works, how the world actually works. How do you not get crushed by these systems that are actually designed to break you? If you come to Texas and you talk to people, they call me the bear here in Texas because I am a formidable son of a bitch. If you try to hurt children, it's not going to go well for you here in Texas. The Romans understood that this produced something they called gravitas. This is the weight that a serious and formidable man carries when he walks in the room. The reality is, in the real world, the strong dominate the weak unless the weak organize, train, and develop a capacity to resist. In the modern world, we talk about rights as floating abstractions with no duties. How many people have ever talked to you about how to carry yourself with dignity and gravitas? I'm telling you, man, anybody that hasn't talked to you about that kind of stuff, they have no idea about how to make you into a man that people will take seriously. Appetites. Don't be a slave to your sensual appetites. Okay? Don't be a slave to fucking. Don't be a slave to eating. Don't be a slave to video games. Don't be a slave to anything. Put it under your conscious. There's an old Roman maxim. Don't quote laws to men with swords. Ultimately, you have to understand power or you're going to be crushed by it. So in a very real sense, politics is first philosophy. It's the first philosophy that you encounter in your life. How do I live well with other people? The Roman Republic didn't die because of bad policy. It died because competing factions realized that controlling armies mattered more than winning votes. Loyalty is the foundation of everything in life that matters. Without loyalty, you just have nothing. Nationalism is not about hating outsiders. It's just a stupid idea. You love your family, don't you? I love my family. That doesn't mean I hate other people's families. In fact, my capacity to love my family gives me empathy for another father who loves his family. All he had was a gun, a belief in God, and love of his people. And he defeated 7 of the most technologically sophisticated militaries in the world. The strong do what they can, and the weak suffer what they must. Men who understand power can navigate it, and men who pretend it doesn't exist just get crushed by it. Strong families are economic and political units, not just emotional support systems. It's not enough to be smart, man. If you can't throw punches, your intellect's useless. If you can't accomplish things, your intellect's useless. I've had the entire government of the state of Texas turn against me. The entire judiciary of the state of Texas turn against me and try to destroy me. Get out of your fucking house and go do something. Knowledge without action is just cowardice. Oh, the economy's so bad, I can't do anything. No, bullshit. You need to start now. All you got is now. You know, Rome wasn't built by men who looked at this muddy hill and said, hey, that's not a good place to build, you know? Rome went and conquered their neighbors, took their women, and started Rome. They didn't give a shit what time it was. The Jeff Younger Show signing off.